Stick in.
Hello from Melbourne. I'm assuming everyone's from Melbourne, although we do get a few international viewers.
Hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
Okay, so 5 people already. Fantastic. So a bit different format today. So let's give it a minute that everyone joins in. But we're going to try a new thing today.
So we're going to look at a few new things.
Yes, first of all.
Then we're going to have our first live sale.
We're going to try. So we put some information on the YouTube comments, so you can read those on how the live sale is going to work. But we're going to talk about it in a few minutes. So we're going to just check a few products this afternoon, actually. We're going to talk about a lunchbox, Tamiya lunchbox up there. And let's start reminding about the competition, the modeling competition, which is
the aircraft competition.
Halfway through now.
Yeah, so the aircraft competitions are doing really well at the moment. We've got 4 entries so far, and I'm assuming there's a lot more people that are working on stuff. That'll start coming in the final week. So there's only 1 week remaining, and remember that the more entries you get in, the higher the prize pool is going to be. So get up to 60 entries, and then the prize pool will be up to $300.
Yeah, so we had way more inquiries this time than the previous one. So
yes, we did.
It's looking definitely good. So if you ever enter yours, make sure you do. If you have any questions, just send us a message. We can always answer. But again, the model doesn't have to be in construction now.
Yep.
It can be something you have ready to go. So
yeah, that's right.
Take some good pictures and post them up.
Yeah. All right. So we've got a few people online now.
Looks like, yeah.
What do you think? Shall we start?
Let's have a start. So,
okay.
First product of today.
All right. What are we going to look at?
The mini TV. It's your product, Vijay.
Yes. That's so the mini TV.
Functional TV.
So let me just hold it up closer. Okay. That's for YouTubers there. Okay. So this is a fully functioning TV. You'll see on the top there. So you got a USB connection for charging, and then you've got a very small OLED screen. So I just pop it over here so that the Instagrammers can see it as well. So you see that there. It's really small. And if I pull it back again, maybe everyone can see here. So you got the charging from the top. You got 2 buttons on the sides which control which channels you want. On this side, you've got 2 buttons for controlling the volume. And then on the bottom here, so I'll give you a bit close up here. So just close up there. Okay, that's where the micro SD card goes into. So you download an app off the Tiny Circuits website, and it allows you to upload any video you like, and it converts. And it converts into the correct format. And then you load it onto your SD card, pop it in, and away it works. Okay, so you've got a little switch, on-off switch on the side, switch it on, and there you go. So it's really clear. It's probably a bit harder to see on here, but if I press these buttons here, hopefully it's changing. All right, so it's changing the channel there. So that's one of our older videos.
Daily Hearns, yeah.
It is. Okay, so it's us there. And you might be able to just hear the volume because it's got a built-in speaker.
Probably on the microphone up here.
Oh, yeah.
More chance of hearing it.
Let's just try. Well, there's a music video.
So hopefully you can hear it. So you can put up to 10 different videos.
Yes.
It's pretty cool on a diorama, I think.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, so I was thinking of putting one of these on a diorama. And it also comes with a little tiny remote control.
Oh, wow.
So you got to charge up. You can put it in the corner of a little room. So you got a distance of probably, I guess, about 30 centimeters.
Yeah.
So remotely you can just switch it on and change channels and volume.
So this one comes in a kit, by the way. So you still need to build it, assemble it, and paint it up. So you can actually make it look, as you wish to fit your diorama if you're going to go down that path.
Yep. So I'll quickly have a look inside a box. So actually, we haven't got a box here.
We don't. No. I think that's the last. No, we've got a couple more, but we.
Oh, so they make a few different things.
They have a bit of a range of products.
The TV is just for playback, and then they've got these gaming systems too. So you've got the Tiny Arcade. So Tiny Arcade here. It's got a similar sort of screen, like so. Actually, I might just turn this off. There. And with these, you can download games from the Tiny Circuits website and upload them. Now, the great thing about these two is once you got them together, so this will probably give you an idea of what the Tiny Arcade looks like.
Oh, yeah. And then there is a tiny
and then there's a handheld one. So they use the same size screen, and they use the same games. So this one's got a little hoop so you can hang it on your keychain so you can carry it anywhere. And this one, you just pop it in your bag and use. So it's quite nostalgic. Looks like an old arcade game. So because these are Arduino based, you can actually write your own games.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you can program your own games if you want to, and you just upload them the same way,
Yeah.
just through the a memory card.
And so someone is asking how much is the TV. These are 120. The TV is the same price.
TV was a
140
bit more, I think.
149 from
Yeah,
memory.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Should be about 149.
But it really is a good fun. So this one, they just got a picture of the old, what's it called again? That was,
The game?
yeah. I've just had a mental blank. It's not Galaga, but it's that sort of
It's traditional arcade games.
Oh, company. It's one of those old Atari games. So they're a lot of fun.
And
Some simpler kits. They've got
piano.
Yep, there's a piano,
A violin.
and a violin. So really simple to put together. They use a little button-sized battery, and then as you touch the surface, because it's touch sensitive, you can play different tunes on it. So if you're a piano player, there's a great little accessory.
Yes.
And then, of course, a little violin as well. They're really cool.
Cool. So that's a tiny TV.
Yeah.
Tiny TV and arcade games.
Yeah, arcades. So they're cool.
Very good fun. Very
Yeah.
special. So, yeah. So someone was asking, do you guys do Datsuns? I'm not sure really.
Do we like Datsuns? Well, Datsuns are cool. Depends which Datsun. Stands, Triple S, stuff like that. They're all cool.
Cool.
Okay.
So for those that have been following us on Facebook, we took a picture yesterday of this body shell. And someone thought it was a lunchbox. But it's not a lunchbox. This is the Kyosho Mad Van. However, it is similar to a lunchbox.
Yeah, well, they're both vans, aren't they?
They are vans. So we
Yeah.
thought, why not having a look at a lunchbox?
Okay, let's have a look at this one. So this lunchbox up here, this is one of the limited edition red versions. So it comes factory finished in red, because the regular one's in white and you have to paint it.
You guys print it up, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's bring this down.
All right, let's open it up and have a closer look. So here's a closer look at it on the screen. Okay, so you might see the little limited edition sticker on the corner there. So that's the one with the red body. Okay, so let's crack it open.
This body up here. Kyosho Mad
See
Van.
that down there. All right, so
Travis.
the most obvious
More
thing
people joining us.
is the body. So
Actually, compare them.
I'll put them next to it. Yeah,
Yeah,
there
so
you go.
they're a different scale realistically, but there we go. They are very similar.
So 70s, 80s style
Van,
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, this has got the shorter nose, so a bit more like a Ford Transit type of thing.
Yes, it's the 18 van.
18, classic.
There we go. So that's your red pre-painted. Pre-painted. It's probably molded.
Yeah,
right?
so it's
pre-molded.
this one's pre-colored rather than some of the other ones which are painted. So being red, you can either paint it red again, and they'll have a really intense red, or you can just put clear coat over that
and leave it as is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the options there. So there's the main difference, because the regular one is white. There's the body there. Got the chassis. So it's a tub type monocoque. You can see that. So this is the front end, and that's the rear end. That over there. That's in here. All right, so you got your gearbox housings.
As usual, yeah.
Okay, so this is the same gearbox housings out of the Hornet.
Yeah. Big
Right.
wheels.
Yep, you get your big wheels.
Similar. This is actually very similar to the Kyosho wheels that we
it's
have
got
here.
that-
Actually,
It's got that sort of tractor style tread that was really popular with the what do you call it? What do you call those big trucks? Monster trucks.
monster truck.
Yeah, it's very monster trucky, and they're roughly the same size, I guess.
more or less the same size. Yeah. Look at that. So that's the Mad Van.
Okay, so I'll put that one there. Okay, so
Usually,
Tamiya kits
yes,
generally come with the electronic speed control,
Yeah.
which is really useful. So it works on the brushed motor that comes with it,
and
but-
brushless.
and brushless as well.
Sorry.
Okay, so that one there. All right, you got some
Some chrome parts.
chrome parts there. Okay, so the bumpers and the side rails.
Did this come on a standard edition as well? Chrome like that?
Chrome. Can't remember.
This looks
This
a
looks
bit
a bit
different. I
different.
think.
It's got a slightly green
It's a bit of
tone
a
to
darker
this one.
chrome. Yeah.
Might be able to pick the color up. It's just slightly green on the chrome, which is interesting.
Very different. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, and then you've got the arms. They're the front arms. A few other bits. And again, these are off the Hornet or Grasshopper family of cars. There. But the wheels are really cool.
Here we go. Rad. Rad and red.
Now these have got a really anodized look to them. So they've got the chromium
Yeah,
on first, and then a clear red goes on top of it. So they're pretty special. Okay, so you get your the wheels there. Okay, so you get your clear bits here. So there's already got a smoke type tinge on.
That's for all the windows.
Yep,
So
so
got the
just pops
front,
inside.
top window as well.
Yep, like sunroof bit.
Sunroof, yeah.
Yeah, and a few of the light lenses. Let's see. Okay, so got the rest of the chassis bits. Okay, so you got the engine mount, you've got the radio cover, and some of the bits for the shocks.
So someone is suggesting that the lunchbox was based on the monster truck Rolling Thunder, I believes. Not really sure about this.
I don't know. I wasn't really into monster trucks back then.
Yeah,
but it could have been. Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
Well, something to look at.
All right, standard antenna tube. Got a black one here rather than a clear one.
So in this kit, you get virtually every single detail that you need to complete the car.
Yes.
Got a box of bits.
Okay, so the box of bits, yeah, all the loose stuff.
Loose stuff.
Yep.
Gears.
So your bushings, screws. Okay, so let's pop it open. All right, so
traditional bumper.
So this is a bit of a chunkier bumper than normal, but they got that classic straight bar look. So you got that. All right, all the resin gears. Okay, so the diff gears and the main. Oh, they adjusted diff gears with the spiders and bevels.
Yeah. Servo saver.
Classic Tamiya servo saver that fits on pretty much any servo.
Any servo, yeah.
Yep.
That's the other parts. Yep.
Okay, then you got a whole bag of bits.
Springs for the shocks. The motor is in there.
Spur gears in here.
Spur gears. Screws.
Cable ties. All the body clips.
Everything else to complete, really.
That's it. Yeah, and the bands for holding on the battery, and long screws for the chassis. And that's it. Well, there's manual and
there's obviously the usual instructions and the deco sheet.
Now I've got the feeling that the stickers are probably going to be different. So let's see here. Yes, probably, different color. So these are in a blue and a white, which have got a bit of contrast.
Yeah,
on the sides.
Right, yeah.
So that's cool. And then there's actually a special manual. Okay, so it's a full manual that's been changed, rather than the standard manual with a little leaflet. So even the back, it's got red edition. So all in all, as a collectible car, it's absolutely fantastic too.
So that's it. This is how it compares to the Kyosho. Someone said they just bought the Rage 2.0. So this Mad Van is a re-release of this year based on I think it's a Rage. I think it's actually a Rage chassis. This car was firstly released as an on-road chassis, and then they put a couple of different bits and they make this van.
Well, it's very neat.
It actually is really neat
because it is a full drive chassis. And it's got the shaft drive down the center, and it's all sealed in the inside.
All sealed, yeah. It's actually really good fun. It's brushed. You can convert it to brushless. There's some upgrade parts you can get, like alloy center drive shaft, which is probably needed if you go brushless. But otherwise, the way it is really, really good fun. It's got a good speed, about 35 km an hour, which is plenty for this type of car. It won't tip over too much. It will jump well.
Really neat.
Yeah, it's definitely good fun. It was a surprise for me, and I'm really enjoying this.
You drive it a lot, don't you?
I have been driving
it all around the world.
Yeah, this came with me on the last trip I did to Europe. I did skate parks, did a bit of everything. So check out our video on the YouTube channel. Cool. Okay, so let's study up this.
Yep. All right, let's check this.
Do we have a TRX6? Unfortunately, no. I'm still waiting for my own one TRX6. So we sold the last one this week. So there'll be a little wait to get the next batch of TRX6s. A couple of TRX4 left still. Okay, so what we have next? Well, I think this week has been a busy week for Gundams.
Quite a bit of Bandai.
Lots of Bandai.
So we don't have everything here, but I thought I'll bring out the more popular ones. So definitely. So we've got. Oh, let's just change view so you don't get all the reflections. So that's an EVA one. So there's actually two versions of this kit. So this one has the transporter included, or you can get this with just the EVA by itself.
Right.
Now this is part of their real grade series. So real grades, they've got a lot of bits in them. So they've got great posability in a smaller size. So if you've watched the series before, they got very human style posing. They're very stretched out, and you probably get a better idea if, let's see. This one here is the classic pose, the running pose. And for the Bandai engineers to get this done, is really amazing because there's lots of fine parts in the inner frame, and then the color separation is amazing as well.
That's actually really interesting.
So,
color.
for instance, you see the horn here. So the purple and the green. Well, these green parts are actually molded into the horn.
Wow!
So if you didn't paint this, it'll look spectacular.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
So these bits wouldn't be. Well, normally they'll all be purple, but they've got all separation bits.
Very special.
So this is really nice and highly recommended. Now, so like I said, this is a bigger kit with a transporter. Right. You can always get it with just a figure by itself.
And so, moving to the next two. So we have...
so that's the one with. This is just a figure by itself. Okay, so you see it has a smaller box. Okay, exactly the same kit, just without the transporter. And I really like this. So basically, they've released this as the EVA 1. Yep. They've just announced that they're going to have the EVA 2.
Wow.
So
more coming.
Yes. So Bandai's already had a whole series of kits, which are really nice. But being fully re-engineered, they'll have a whole new series, I imagine, that's going through the next few years. So,
looking forward to that. And what about this one, Midge?
So this one's what they call Grandpa Gundam. Now, I don't really follow Gundam all that much, but this has been highly sought after. So Grandpa, I guess, is more the classic type shape. So this is the RX-78-2, and I don't know, it just looks cool. It's a classic
looking Gundam, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's got all the classic shapes,
yeah.
And it's got all the primary colors. Yep. So the primary colors always pop out.
The red and the blue and the white, I guess.
Yep. And the yellow for the highlights.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. So it's just arrived as well. So let's see.
Then,
oh well, that's a bit different too. So I don't know if you can see over here. We've got
the Hello Kitty.
These are a very limited release. So these are celebrating I think it's the 40th anniversary of Hello Kitty and Gundam.
Yep.
And so they've done a collaboration and created these two. So this is the Haro ball from the latest Gundam series, made into a Hello Kitty shape. And then this is a SD Gundam mixed with Hello Kitty. So you got the Hello Kitty Gundam. So you can actually have, you can see there, you can have Hello Kitty by itself like this. And then there's the SD Gundam. You might be able to see it here on Instagram. So here, there. And then when you push them together, you make like this. So there's a finished version here. Combination. That's really cool.
That's it. Again, the usual
red, so that's a
red, blue, and white.
Yep. And then here, here you got the basic, the SD Gundam bits. And then in conjunction, you've got the extra bits. So there's a helmet for Hello Kitty.
That's huge. It's actually lovely.
This is a big head. Well, this will probably...
that's a good indication.
So here's a really clever thing they've done. So the whole sprue, all the way around the outside, is in the shape of Hello Kitty's face. That's quite clever. So they've taken the whole theme all the way across.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I don't know why. There's a big apple there too.
Oh yeah, something extra.
Yeah. So very special. All right. So with those,
as for Bandai, there's a few other things actually that we received, but it was a pretty rich week actually.
It was. A lot of stuff came in. And I think posted most of the pictures on Facebook. So if you want to check it up, look at some of the earlier posts on Facebook, and you'll see there's quite a few things just all put it. So there's like new 30-minute missions. And a few other figures. Yeah, petty writs and all those sort of things. Yeah.
Moving to more traditional modeling.
Oh, this is pretty exciting.
Tamiya has released the F51D.
So let's just see if I can get rid of this reflection.
Yes.
That's better. Okay, so this is the F51D, which is basically the P51D, which everyone knows. But they changed to an F when it, what did it do? It changed from the Army to the Air Force, I think. So they changed the configuration. So with this one, this is a Korean War version. So it's got a slightly different wing in it. And hence it's got different markings as well. So it's got the shark's mouth. Comes with a pilot figure. Right. And then all the panels come off so you can see the engine as well. So I'll just pop it over here. So if I can find it, okay. So I do Instagram first. So that one there. So that's with all the panels off. You can see the engine, and then over here, you have to get a bit of view there. And the cockpit is really well detailed, and the engine as well. And just like any of the Tamiya kits, the 32nd scale kits are just awesome.
Very well detailed.
And the box art is always great too. You never go wrong. Yeah.
Yes. Very good.
So that's the F51D.
So that's for the overview of what we received this week. So there was quite a lot of plastic kits. Last week, someone was asking about drift cars. So we thought to give a brief overview on the T-Magic drift cars. Actually, we've got a knife. It's still sealed. Do you have a knife? No?
I'll find a knife. I'll get a knife.
Let's open this up. So T-Magic is an interesting manufacturer to do a wide range of remote control cars. Mostly things ready to run. They have some really good monster trucks, but a very good range of drift cars. The body shell are quite nice. The usual Sylvia and here we go.
All right, just doing the final slice.
There you go. Nissans and so forth. So let's open this up. So these are proper drift cars. So it does have a one-way at the front, which helps with the drifting.
So the interesting thing about drift cars is to get a car to drift smoothly, they need to be designed slightly differently to a regular on-road car. So with a regular on-road car, you want to have full control around a corner.
Correct.
But with a drift car, you actually want to go sideways around a corner. So to get that balance right, the chassis needs to be balanced slightly differently. And they've done that all on this particular car.
Yeah. So obviously there is a radio as almost ready-to-run models.
So you've got a few accessories here. So body mounts, the rear wing, that's all screwed on. And there's a manual in here, of course.
And here we go. So white carbon fiber chassis, which makes it really special. You can all see. So white chassis, as you see at the front, there's all different pulleys. And this is to achieve this different weight distribution that BJ was just mentioning before.
So with a regular touring car, you have more weight towards the back with the motor and all these sort of electronics, but the electronics are actually being shifted forward. So when you got more weight on the front, you got the pendulum effect of the rear sliding around.
Sliding a lot more.
Yeah.
So if you compare this to a more traditional touring car, as you see what BJ is saying.
So you see the motors here, it's more mid-rear. And then on the drift car, it's mid-front. Yep. I guess the other big thing is the steering is quite different because on a touring car, you want there to be minimal amount of movement on the steering so that it's smooth and it doesn't scrub off too much speed. But on a drift car, you can see how much more lock. So that's probably almost 50% more lock than a standard touring car.
It's probably double. Yeah.
Yep. Just so you can flick directions much quicker.
Got diff. I think you locked.
They're lock diffs.
They're lock diffs. Lock to the rear is a one way at the front.
Yes. So you've got lock diffs to force it. So the rear pushes the front around.
Out. Yeah.
And then the tires are also very, very hard. So they've got, I guess, less directional traction. So normally when you're using a touring car with rubber tires, you want to go straight.
Absolutely.
And you're sliding, you power on and it straightens up.
Yeah.
But with a touring car with hard tires, when you power it on, it continues sliding sideways.
So you can control slide. So lots of accessories. You can buy gyroscopes to change the behavior of the car. But overall, that's a fantastic drift car.
It's a very good value for a specific drift car too.
Absolutely.
And this is also very well designed because it's got more power bias to the front.
Correct. So 60% to the front and 40% to the rear for this one. And it's actually brushless. So here we go.
Really good value. We got a question?
This one is asking.
Oh, you want one of those?
Johnny
they're cool.
Yeah.
So you're using masking tape on your knobbies. Well, that can work, for sure. See, in the old days, we used to get PVC piping too.
Yes, that's right.
We'll just stick them on the rubber tires, and that sort of works.
In general, you can grab any touring car and put some PVC pipes or some tape around the wheels, and the car will definitely slide.
Yes.
But when you move to something like this, it's a different type of sliding. It's more controlled.
Much more controlled,
and then you can do all the competition with. Normally, in a competition, you tend to copy what the car in front of you is doing. I think that's one of the challenges.
Yeah, it's a bit of choreography, isn't it?
Choreography, correct. So it's the speed, but it's also the ability of copying whoever's in front of you.
Yeah. So I really like this silver surface.
I think so. I'll show this again.
Chassis too. So the silver is actually aluminium fibers. on a sheet that's put on the front and back. Now, I remember ages ago when Masami was asked, what's the purpose of silver scissors?
Right.
He said, it's so it stops the UV from attacking the carbon. So, which was quite interesting because it's outdoors and it reflects rather than absorb. So, but for us, it just looks cool. It's really blingy and it suits a drift car really well.
Exactly. Here we go. That's it. That's for a drift car. So let's put this one up here. Okay. So I've got a couple of questions here. So the Sanwa remote controller, the Hobbyman, they should arrive Wednesday. They are on their way. So we receive a couple of at Hearns, and next week we'll arrive at the Hobbyman.
Yep.
So cool. So I guess next is the live sale. So we're going to attempt a live sale. We had a bit of a planning this week.
So there's a new thing. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see how it works out.
Yep.
But in general, we're going to show you products. We're going to have a quick talk about them.
Yep.
There'll be a discount. And then you can send us an email if you're interested on the product with your name, surname, telephone number, email address, and address. Delivery address, obviously, yes.
And so then we can get all your details and we can send you an invoice for payment if you're interested. So we'll go through the items and we'll say what the regular price is and what the special price is. And then remember the number of that item so that when you put it in your email, we'll know which one you're after.
But we will put a list at the end of the day. We're going to put a list of what each item was and the number. So the deals are valid till Sunday night. So we have a couple of days to decide.
Yeah, that's right.
Anything of interest.
Yeah, so for everyone who's watching this after the actual live, if you're reviewing it like tomorrow, for instance, you still have a chance to get some of these bargains.
On some of these items, we only have one item. So first come, first serve.
Yep.
But in some, we may have multiple. So let's start.
Okay, let's go with the first item.
We have a bit of a range. We've got a bit of RC, a bit of a couple of slot cars.
Yep.
And some Airfix kits as well.
Yes.
So which one are you going to pick, BJ?
How about we start at the top and we'll work our way down, or you want to just pick any different things?
We can start from the top. So the first one in the list is the Sakura front-wheel drive race kit.
So this is a front-wheel drive touring car chassis. So it's specifically designed with a balance for front-wheel drive. So a lot of the weight's at the front and there's hardly any weight at the rear. So this is a class of racing that's popular in Asia, and it's picking up in Australia as well.
So this one regular price is $469.99, and we're going to do this at $350 today.
So the 3 Racing Sakura FF2, which is a front-wheel drive touring car chassis, is at $350.
And this has just been updated probably a couple of months back. So that's the latest and greatest in this.
Yes.
Good fun class to run, and it's a good build as well. So this is product number 1.
So number 1, the 3 Racing front-wheel drive chassis at $350.
Okay.
All right, so let's move along.
So the next one is a big beast here. It's been under the table all this time.
Oh, it's pretty.
So this is a Hobar
Fusion
Fusion 2. So this is a beast. Actually really heavy. So this is a 6X truck, 1/7 scale. I think we'll be capable of about 100 kilometers an hour. Really well built.
It's really impressive how the side rails are pressed aluminium. So it's very solid. And it's got the crossbars, which are all screwed together. You get your sealed radio box here, and you get your sealed battery compartments on both sides.
Really well built. So it's a traditional hobby wing speed controller, waterproof, obviously. The motor, I don't think, is a hobby wing. It's really big. It looks almost could be a TP or something like that. It's a bit different.
It's really long.
Really long.
Yep, heaps of torque.
One very interesting thing in this car is that the battery, it latches on the chassis like this.
Oh, it's a mod.
So you can have your battery in here. You can have a couple of those, and then when you need to change the battery, you clip them in. It's very modular. Off you go again. So that's very good. We've got a nice handle here.
Yep, and for rollover too.
Correct. So this one is normally at $1,100, and today we have only one left. Is at $799.
$799?
Yes.
Really?
That's special.
That's $300.
Yes, that's
cheaper.
Yes.
Okay. This is ready to run too, right?
It does work.
It's got the radio.
Ready to run, correct? Yes. You need battery and charger.
Yep.
Okay, so this is product number 2.
Okay, so that's the last one we got. So
That's
there's
the
only
last
one of them.
Yes.
Okay, let's pop this video
These
here.
on the side. So next one in the list is for the slot cars lovers.
Okay, so slot car set here.
Carrera set. So brilliant little set from Carrera. It comes with 2 cars. This figure of 8 with all the barriers.
So we've got the cars from Cars 3 from Disney. It's a fairly big set. So the figure 8 here. I don't know. I haven't actually watched Cars, so I don't know what it's all about. But that's Rusty, and who's the other guy? Dinoco.
Dinoco.
Yes. Yeah.
So this goes at normally 250. So that now is at 189.
189.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's product number 3.
Okay, number 3 is the Carrera Evolution Cars 3 set.
Yes. So we are gonna add this one. Just like slot cars.
Oh, I love this car.
This is special. What do you know, BJ, about this?
Alpine. Well, Alpine's I think it's a subsidiary of Renault, and Alpine only made specialized racing cars. And they stopped making cars probably in the early 80s, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And they recently resurrected the brand new A110 sports car, which is really compact and nice.
Yeah. So this is made by SCX. SCX is a Spanish brand manufacturing slot cars and slot car sets. They came back in business last year.
Yes.
And they have a very good range of different products. You've seen some of the sets behind us here. So this is normally $79.99, and we've got for $64.99.
So $79.99 normally.
Yes.
For $64.99.
$64.99. Yes.
So the SCX cars will work straight on a Scalextrics as well.
Yes. So this is analog. So obviously it's cross-compatible to most analog kind of slot car systems.
And it's really nicely detailed too. It's amazing how it's got all the chrome on it.
Yes, that's probably hard to see.
So that's the original A110.
There we go.
Little car that used to fly along. Okay.
So,
What we got next? Oh, okay.
so that's the next one is our friend Surfer.
Right, so here is he.
So we know we're going to winter, but after winter there is summer. So get ready for summer. Our friend Surfer. It was a fantastic product for this year, actually.
So you had a good time trying it.
I had a good time trying this.
Yeah. So I've got the video up.
We do have a video up, and I spent way more time after the video playing with it. It's really good fun. This is fantastic. It's unsinkable. You drop it upside down and it flips back.
I was amazed at how quickly it changes directions.
Exactly, yeah.
So it really pivots right where the rider is. So right at the back. So he spins around really quickly.
Yeah, so that's really good fun. So brushed and brushless. Brushed and lipo and IMH. So if you put a lipo battery, it'll be a lot quicker as well.
Oh, they've got a bit more go when you squeeze the trigger.
They have a way more go, yeah.
Yep.
So this one
cool.
is $369, and we do have one at $279.
$279. Okay.
Cool. And this is product number 5.
Okay, so there you go. The Surfer, product number 5. Okay, let's move on.
Okay. Oh, this is yours, BJ.
Mine? Oh, okay.
This is all yours.
All right, for everyone who's looking for a big project, okay, the Hong Kong model 1/32 scale B17G. Now, these are massive, and they have full interior detail as well. So you've got the full bomb bays, you got full cockpit detail, and also the lower fuselage and gun detail. These are massive. So wingspan on this is almost 1 meter, and the fuselage is probably about 70 centimeters. So these are beautiful.
So full price was $459, and we have one only at $399.99.
$399.99. So you can't go wrong. So that's a huge reduction in price for a beautiful kit. So this is a G model, which actually they re-released as a 48 scale.
Yes, that's
so
right.
popular.
Just recently, yeah. So there will be quite a few weeks of work, probably months for some.
Yeah, that's cool. So what number was that? That was
number 6.
Number 6. Okay, cool. Let's set this over here.
So now we move to, before we move to a Gundam, we do have a few Airfix kits. So I'm going to grab.
Right here. We've got a Fallen Nat. Okay, Fallen Nat in 48 scale. Is it 48 scale? It is 48 scale. So I don't know a lot about these, but I assume it's a French aircraft? No, it's English. There you go.
English aircraft. Cool. So this was $44.99.
So $44.99.
And this is going to be $30. And I think we have a few of those actually.
Okay. So down quite a lot. $30 now.
It'll be a good little project if you're starting out, I guess.
Yeah,
modeling,
for sure.
or something a bit different.
It's got that sort of hybrid design of early 60s, which was
Right.
really tubular, and it's going towards the 70s sort of look where it's getting a bit more streamlined. So there you go. So that was number 7.
So 7.
Item number 7.
So
For
good.
$30.
Number 8 is another Airfix model.
It's a Shackleton.
Cool.
Oh, let's get rid of those reflections. Okay, so Shackleton here. That's 1 to 72nd scale. Now this particular version, I think is this anti-ship? Find out.
So this originally was $94.99 and is going to go for $69.99. So that's product number 8.
So yeah, so some of the interior detail.
It was a good kit.
So this is one of their newer release kits, and you generally can tell these are newer release kits when you see the CAD drawings on the sides. So all their newer molds are all computer generated.
Yeah.
We have what was that again?
So from $94.99 down to $64.99.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Yeah,
That's
we
like
only have
$30 difference.
1 or 2 of those left actually.
Okay, so that's the Shackleton number 8.
Number 8. So
Number 8.
number 9 is one more Airfix kit. BJ, I'll put you in the spot again.
Oh, okay. What's this? Oh, this is a pretty classic. This is a Victor. Okay, one of the biggest strategic bombers of the English Air Force. So these are from the late. Actually, I think they started making these in the 50s.
Right.
But they're better known when they were being used in the 70s. And this was part of the 3 Vs. I can't remember what all. So it was a Victor, the Vulcan, and something else. I'm sure someone can fill me in on that one. But that's a very big kit. It's got a classic sort of a delta shape on the wings.
Quite
quite
different
original.
markings, I think.
It's original sort of.
Yeah.
I like the T-top tail.
Yeah. That's very interesting.
And the integrated jet intakes.
Correct. So this was $119.99 and is going to go for $89.99.
$89.99 for a Victor. Quite interesting, the very pointy nose too.
Yeah. So it's a 1/72nd, but it's actually really large. So it'll be
Yeah, it
pretty
will
big
be.
build.
You can imagine one wing is going to be like this.
Yes.
So it's going to be much bigger than the box. Okay,
So
what do you got there?
got one of this one's.
So this.
Faz.
So we looked at this last week.
Yes.
It's a brand new Faz. Okay, so we're going to have one of these on offer at a special price. So what's the regular price? So it's normally
$219.99.
Yep. And then this is on offer for $179.99.
There is only one of those left.
Yep, just one of these. $179.99. So that was number
10.
10. Okay, item number 10. So you can't really go wrong with this one. Brand new release, mega cheap. Okay, so that's that. And then we've got
Someone
one more.
suggested
Yeah?
it was a Valiant.
What's that?
At the
Oh, the Valiant. Thank you very much. Cheers. So there you go. 3
Cool.
Vs. So, all right, we've got one more. Yeah,
we have
we've got the Baldwin.
yes.
Okay, so one for the train lovers.
Yes, this is a narrow gauge. So Bachmann Branchline, I think it was last year or the year before, they start releasing a range of narrow gauge models. So what narrow gauge is in short is effectively an HO scale locomotive on N scale kind of track. So you can fit a lot more detail on a smaller space because you work on an N scale type track.
Yeah.
But you still have the level of detail, the larger scale model.
That's right.
Effectively. That's in short. Let's see if we can quickly open this. We can show a little bit more detail. This is really nice.
So I'll be working on, I should be able to work on my narrow gauge layout. So I'm planning on making a narrow gauge layout to fit inside like a suitcase type thing. And as you can see here, so it's quite compact. So narrow gauge was quite often used in areas where they didn't want to spend a lot of money on the infrastructure, and also during World War I. So they had almost looks like a model railway, which they pressed together to get their supplies onto the front lines. And so narrow gauge, because it was a smaller track, it was easier to carry.
Correct. Yeah.
And then they had very powerful small engines for carrying all the ammunition.
So this is the last product of today, number 11.
Number 11, the Baldwin.
This is normally $329.99, and we have one at $269.99. We also have a range of rolling stock to suit this model. So
Really nice.
That is it as for the sale. So I would say, if anyone has any questions,
Yes.
in the meantime,
Yep,
we
we'll
can
be
answer them.
happy to answer them, or we can run off and grab something and show you
Yes.
quickly.
Otherwise, this week we had a post. Was a like, share, and win. So we have a $25 gift voucher.
Oh, that's right. So because this is our first live sale, so whoever
help us promoting this.
That's right. Whoever shared went into the draw to get a prize, and we're offering $25 gift vouchers.
Yep.
We've got 2 people here, have we?
Well, we have 2 because these 2 were help us sharing on Facebook, but also on Instagram. So I think it was very, very nice of you guys. So we decided to up it to 2.
Okay.
So you wanna name them?
So this is that Cohen Mold?
Yeah, Cohen Mold. Yeah.
And Nathan Haitley.
Yes. So we will get in contact with you later on, and we'll organize the voucher for you.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay. So did we get any extra questions or anything? Well, if we don't get any requests at the moment, always feel free to give us comments and let us know what you'd like to see.
Yes.
I know that Johnny Meccano is interested in learning about all the different battery technologies and stuff.
Actually, yes, we should probably talk about it next time.
Yeah. So we can talk about all the different, from NiCads, where we started in the 70s, to nickel metal hydrides when it changed in the 90s, and then the current lipos, even though nickel metal hydrides are still popular, and how they differ and how you treat them differently.
Yeah, even caring and charging them and so forth. There's the different things that we need to do. So
yes.
Yeah. All right. So
how are we going here?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Really.
Yes, thank
you. That was
you.
a long one. It was 42 minutes almost.
Yes.
So we managed to drag it for 42 minutes. Make sure you let us know what you would like to see next week. So we'll be here again next Friday at 2 p.m.
Yes.
Same time, same place. And we'll have a couple of posts throughout the week. So make sure you comment, and so we can address all your questions.
Yeah, for sure. And remember, the competition is due
the
next
1st
week.
of May. Is that 1st of May? Yes, the 1st of May. I think.
Yeah, so it's next Friday.
Yeah, so once again, the competition, for those that were not here at the beginning, so it's on model airplanes.
Yes.
So virtually any scale, any size of model airplane, you need to take some pictures.
Yes.
Best if you have some work in progress photos as well.
Yep, and then we'll score them and give you a score, and then give you some feedback as well.
So yeah, the more people enter, the biggest the price is going to be.
Yes.
So we have $5 per entrant, up to $300 prize pool.
That's right. And the level of the entries at the moment
is impressive.
Definitely
impressive.
Yeah.
It looks like there is a huge interest. Obviously, quite a few people are still working on new kits. But if you have something ready at home, make sure you submit it. That's still valid.
Yes.
And if you have any question on how to complete your kit, you can also get in contact.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right.
Everyone, thank you again.
All right.
Take
See
care
you
for now.
later.
Bye-bye.
See you next week.
Anderson.